What's up, Aquarius? Welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus. We'll be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the week ahead. See what you guys could be currently dealing with, what you can expect. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, overall see what's going on for you. I hope that you're doing well. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the information for that's in the description down below. And if you want to follow me over on my Instagram and TikTok, you can find me there at JadeStoneTarot. With that being said, let's get right into this reading. We already have two cards coming out. We got the Sage and we have Laced Moon's Daughter. So this is a really interesting combination that come out for you, Aquarius. Aquarius, you can be extremely intuitive. You are very spiritual. You have a deep connection towards the other realms, other worlds, and you may be noticing that this week ahead your dreams have gotten extremely detailed, very vivid. You may notice your dreams are way more active. You might be having these crazy, really surreal dreams, or even realistic dreams that seem like real fucking life. Dreaming about certain people, certain connections, certain relationships, and you really need to pay attention to what's going on in that world, in the dream world, okay? Because you are receiving messages from your higher self, from your spirit team. You're getting signs, you are getting messages that you need to pay attention to. Even since Laced Moon's Daughter, it did come out reversed. I'm not too experienced with this oracle deck, so I don't really read it reversed, but I know that the reversed meaning of this card does talk about warnings that you need to pay attention to, and also just to hold off. I don't know who needs to hear this, but just wait, okay? This card talks about, when it came out reversed, it talks about wait. So you've been thinking about doing something or taking some sort of risk. Spirit is telling you to just hold off for this week for some reason. Just wait. If something isn't working, or a plan has been canceled, or travel's been delayed, just take that as a sign to wait or slow down. Just trust. Now, there are certain events that are happening, certain situations that are unfolding, sequence of events that are taking place that may seem random at first, but actually it's all actually starting to make sense to you. It's starting to make sense why things are happening the way they are, or the dreams that you've been having have been kind of predicting your future, right? In certain ways, certain things. Maybe you dreamt about someone and then guess what? You heard from them, right? Maybe you dreamt about a specific event playing out, and then next thing you know, that thing happens. Like, just really pay attention, because I feel like you are super connected to the other realms or other dimensions at this point. This next week, it seems like the veils are like super thin for you, especially where you're able to really connect deeply, and you have such wisdom right here with the Sage. You have such wisdom. Your intuition is on point, and it's really wild. It might even be kind of freaking you out a little bit, but it's nothing to be scared of. It's nothing to be afraid of, but it's definitely intense. And there's some riddles going on, or like there's a lot of questions that you may have, or lots that you're wondering about or thinking about. You're waiting to get some sort of clarity, and you will be getting clarity. There is illumination. Okay, so let's pull a couple animal cards to go along with this. Messages for Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus for the week ahead. Almost like, again, like you can see the future almost through your dreams. The dreams that you've been having are reflecting what's going on in your personal life, or what's about to happen in your personal life. So I would highly recommend that you get like a dream journal, or you start writing down or typing down your dreams, even on your phone. Or you can even, do a voice note, or voice memo to yourself if you can't write it down, you're too sleepy or whatever. But definitely, like, keep track of your dreams that you've been having, okay? Because your dreams are a lot more than just dreams. They're like visions. The dreams that you're having are more like visions. This is wild. All right, messages for Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus for the week ahead, the next 7 days. What's going on for Aquarius? Any messages for Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus for the week ahead? What's going on for Aqua? What do they need to know? We have the Whale and the Peacock. The Whale is a very deep energy. definitely talks about your wisdom, definitely talks about your intuition. And we also have the shark at the bottom. So there is a situation. Oh, golden egg underneath that. There's a situation that's been brewing. There's something that's been brewing that you've been waiting on or trying to get more information. Something's been growing. Something's been developing. Okay. So the whale and the peacock. Let's just talk about these main cards. Your perspective, or you're starting to see something differently. And it has you a bit shocked, or it has you a bit surprised, or maybe not surprised. Maybe that's the wrong word, because I don't feel like you're that surprised, because you've kind of had this sense of knowing. You've had this deep sense of knowing about something or someone, and it seems like it's being confirmed, or something that you've been suspicious about or suspecting. It turns out it's correct. It turns out you're right on target, right on point. So I honestly just want to jump right into the tarot and see what's going on. It seems like you're getting some sort of confirmation, something that you've been wondering, something that's been on your mind for a while now, and it's been something that's been growing. You're finally getting some sort of clarity. So let's see. Let's pull some tarot messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead, the next 7 days. What's going on for Aquarius? Show me clearly. I feel like you're also kind of keeping quiet too. Like if you found out some sort of information or something's being revealed to you, you're kind of just sitting, observing, and just kind of like watching things unfold. You're like, interesting. Messages for Aquarius for the next 7 days. What's going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead? What's going on for my Aquarians? Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. We got the Three of Cups. That's a really nice energy to come out. It's really celebratory, good vibes. We also have the Ace of Wands. That's really good. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Three of Wands reversed. So we have 2 threes out here. Knight of Swords. Messages for Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius for the week ahead? 7 of Swords. And the Hierophant. 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Hangman, 10 of Wands. And even the Magician, 10 of Pentacles. Jeez, we got 3 10s out here. Okay. Let's see. You're celebrating something. There's something that you've been celebrating, or there's some sort of good news that comes in. 3 of Wands reversed. What is this about? Because it's either... I feel like you're kind of slowing down and trying to just get back into the present. Maybe you've been so focused on the future, and finally for this week you're like, let me just chill out, let me just take a break, let me just relax, let me just like get back to reality, let's get back to the present and just kind of soak up the good vibes. Because we have the Three of Cups out here. It seems like there's something going on in your personal life and friendships, family, where, you know, there's something that you could be celebrating, or there's some sort of good news, or you're having reunions with your friends. It's good energy, right? Creating nice memories, having great conversations, and it's super inspiring. It's super uplifting and makes you feel good, right? Provides you with a different perspective. I feel like you're kind of slowing down. We have the Ace of Wands, so there is some sort of opportunity coming up, or something that you are starting. We'll take a look into what this could be talking about, but it definitely looks like you have a lot on your plate this week with the 10 of Wands. You're juggling a lot, and you've been busting your ass off. You're working really hard. You're staying very focused. Maybe you're coming up with some sort of plan, or there's something to do with commitment here with the Hierophant out here, with Taurus energy coming out. We also have Pisces out here. Those are the main zodiac signs out here in this reading. Now, the Hierophant, not only does it talk about commitment, it does talk about tradition. For some, this even talks about marriage. Perhaps there's something to do with marriage coming up this week, or you're thinking about marriage, or maybe that's has something to do with a plan in mind that you're thinking about. The Hierophant also does talk about higher wisdom, right? Your religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs, higher knowledge, learning, growing. So that's definitely been a main focus for you. Knight of Swords and Seven of Swords. There is something coming in quickly, or you're starting something quickly. Or it's almost like you turn your back on one thing and completely move in a different direction. We have the Ace of Wands too, then the Three of Wands reverse. Almost like you're being offered some sort of like creative endeavor or like an opportunity that, I mean, could it be even related to this, like relationships? For sure. But it seems like with that Three of Wands reverse, it's kind of like you're just turning your back. Like you don't see a future with whatever this Ace of Wands is. You don't really see there's a future. Like you don't really see the longevity of this, or that you don't see this playing out or being something that lasts very long. And then we have the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords, and then the Hierophant. Whereas this, whatever this is that you are taking some sort of action towards, it seems like this is something that would be more long term, right? Something that you'd commit to. We have that Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, right? And the Eight of Pentacles and the Magician. Like you're manifesting, you're working, you're coming up with a plan so that something, whatever this is long term. Whereas there's a situation or there's a person that you don't really see this long term. You don't really see this lasting. This Ace of Wands, Three of Cups, Three of Wands reverse, this doesn't seem like it's going to last. And you're very aware of that. And it seems like you're kind of turning your back on that and moving towards something else. You're planning something. You're planning some sort of action to take to like cement something or commit to something. Or like for some, right, with the Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and even the Magician, it's like you're manifesting marriage or you're manifesting like something long-term. And again, this can be involving family, friendship, even like a romantic interest, romantic partner. For some, it's like you're tying the knot, right? Or you're working on getting there. But you have had a lot of obligations, a lot of responsibilities here with the Hangman and the Ten of Wands that has been taking up a lot of your time, a lot of your effort, a lot of your focus. You've been juggling a lot. And so I feel like this has been getting in the way of whatever this is that you're trying to plan here. Something that's been getting in the way, whatever that's been getting in the way is something that you don't see like a future with. So it seems like you're kind of like realizing like I gotta remove myself from this, or it could even be tying in with the shark of like you've been knowing like I don't really see a future in this environment, in this connection, in this situation. Very weird. Not weird, but just like it's a different message, different way than I would typically read these cards, but this is the vibe today for y'all. So I do want to clarify, get some details. Let's take a look into this Ace of Wands, Three of Wands reversed. Tell me about the Three of Wands reversed. Because I definitely feel like you guys definitely tend to think about the future and think about the long term, And with that Three of Wands coming out reversed, it seems like you don't see something lasting that's currently in your life. Something that's in your life already, you don't see like there's a future in this environment or in this connection or whatever this is talking about. If this is a job, this is a project, you don't really see it being in your future, like a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You don't see that. Look, the Four of Pentacles tried to come out reversed. Like almost like you're kind of like, well, I might as well just let this go now because I don't see that there's a future here. Ace of Pentacles, you see longevity somewhere else. Three of Wands reversed. For Aquarius, we also have the Ten of Swords. Three of Wands reversed for Aquarius. Empress. Three of Wands. The Lovers. Four of Cups reversed. Three of Wands. Oh, and the King of Pentacles. One more for this Three of Wands reverse. Anything else? I think that's it. So we're going to leave that there. Magician at the bottom of the deck. But we're going to go with these cards. So we do have Libra energy, Gemini energy, Taurus, Cancer. Just letting you guys know the zodiac signs out here. Yeah, so I am seeing that there's something to do with an ending or rejection taking place. So someone feels rejected, or the fact that you don't see a future here. I think you could be expressing that because you see a future somewhere else. And I think this is definitely relating to a commitment. For some, this is about a partnership or like a relationship, romantic interest here. That's been growing. Ace of Pentacles with the Empress and the Lovers. And then we also have the King of Pentacles. This is something that you want to commit to. You're leaving something behind that you aren't fulfilled in, that it's not meeting your needs, your wants. It's just, if you don't see a future there, and you see a future somewhere else, or you see a future with someone else. So that's what I feel from this. Where there's way more potential for growth, long-term, longevity, fulfillment, something that's in it for the long haul. You know, I see here with this King of Pentacles, this is something that you want to commit to, that you see like this long-term future with, right? So it's almost like with that Three of Wands reversed to that Ace of Wands, you're turning your back on something or someone and they feel rejected, or maybe that hurts someone's feelings, you know, with that Ten of Swords, like someone feels betrayed by that. So that's for somebody. All right. Yeah, and you've been doing a lot of reflection. You've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of reflection. Hangman, the Ten of Wands. Let's take a look into this, and then we'll take a look into this, the Hierophant, Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords. All right, tell me about the Hangman, Ten of Wands for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Can't even, there we go. This deck can't shuffle. All right, there you go. Hangman, Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords. See, so again, you've been spending time reflecting, thinking a lot. You've been thinking a lot, and you see things clearly, that whatever it is that you've been investing your time and energy into, again, you're just getting the clarity that this situation that you're in currently, you don't see a future. You don't see a future here. You see it somewhere else. You see it with someone else, or yeah, the devil. And you also are becoming aware of how unhealthy it is staying in this environment, staying in this relationship that's not fulfilling. We have the Queen of Wands and Death. It's getting old. Something needs to change, and it needs to come to an end. You've been maybe staying with your comfort, staying with what is safe, even though it's not fulfilling you or challenging you to grow. It's just been keeping you stuck. It's keeping you stagnant, right? With that Hangman, definitely representing stagnant energy. This has just been keeping you unhappy, point blank, and dragged down, and you're tired of it. And so with the Ace of Swords and Death, I see you've gotten the clarity that you don't want to keep doing this any longer. So I'm kind of picking up on like this could be like a breakup type of situation, or you could be quitting your job, you could be moving. It seems like you're really leaving something behind that is just, it's not working for you anymore, and you're tired of forcing it, and you're tired of pretending. That's another thing. You're tired of pretending that, you know, it's all good. Like, you're not going to settle for a life that you don't want. And you've been, oh shit, look at this. We have the Tower, we have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom, and the Five of Swords. So this is something that you've been thinking about heavily, even the Seven of Pentacles. You've been contemplating about this, taking some sort of action, going somewhere else. You've been really weighing out your options, and you're like, well, damned if I do, damned if I don't. Basically, you're screwed if you stay in the situation, you're unhappy, but then if you leave the situation, you know you're going to hurt someone else. So it's, again, damned if I do, damned if I don't. So you got to put you first. That's what you're realizing here. What Wow, this is a wild reading. All right, tell me about the Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Hierophant. Let's take a look into this kind of energy, this combo. So you're coming up with a plan, and you're relying on your inner guidance. You're relying on your trust. Now, I do have to just point out, since Lice, the moon daughter, did come out reversed, and like I said, in this deck, when it's reversed, it does recommend just wait. Just hold off. So if you're thinking about like leaving a situation behind, or breaking up with someone, or quitting your job, or moving, or like, you know, things like that, you might want to just hold off for some reason. You might just want to wait, kind of plan it a little bit more. Unless you are 100% certain, you might want to just take a moment and really make sure, double check, triple check, just in case, because it seems like once you make this decision, there's no going back. Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Hierophant for Aquarius. Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, Hierophant. What is this more about? Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Hierophant. Seven of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Page of Wands reversed. Three of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the moon at the bottom. Pisces energy, Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords reversed, and the Nine of Swords. So yeah, you're definitely restless. You're definitely in your head. You feel worried, like people aren't going to support you, or you're going to have to explain yourself. Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles. You feel like you're going to have to owe someone an explanation for just like leaving behind, or someone's gonna have to ask why, and you're gonna have to give them an answer, and you're like, shit. You know it's inevitable though. That's the thing. The energy with the shark at the bottom of the deck is like this feeling that you keep having, like, oh, I don't see a future in this. I don't see how this is gonna last. I don't see this being fulfilling for me in the long term. The longer you ignore it, it's gonna keep coming up, and it's gonna come up even stronger and stronger and stronger every single time, until you face this head on and make this tough choice. I know it's a tough choice, but this is going to keep coming up until you face this, Aquarius. And so there's like, you know, the lack of not knowing what to expect with the moon, the fears, the unknown, the what ifs, especially because you've been kind of just staying with the devil you know versus the devil you don't, right? But underneath the moon, like, I don't see what's in front of me if I make this choice, if I leave this behind. Well, it does look like Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune, you'd be way more at peace. You'd be feeling way more balanced, in control of your life, fulfilled, but most importantly, peaceful, right? That's the one thing that you've been lacking in this environment, in this situation, right? We had the devil coming out. It's like, that is lack of peace. Lack of peace. It's just been draining. It's been unhappy. It's just been screwed up. So Page of Wands reverse, it could be like you're breaking bad news. Breaking Bad, that fucking show. Page of Wands reverse, to me, it symbolizes bad news, and I feel like you're trying to come up with the right way. Seven of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is normally communication. Seven of Swords, when we're not talking about another person doing some sneaky shit, Seven of Swords can talk about planning. So you're planning on how to break the news, because you know people aren't going to be happy, right? People aren't going to... Or you're afraid people won't be happy. You're afraid you're going to upset somebody, but maybe that's not the case. Maybe it actually turns out better. Isn't that what we said in one of your recent readings? Like, something like that. Maybe it's related to that if you listen to the last reading. But we have the Three of Pentacles and the King of Wands. You might even be, like, seeking advice from friends or people that you trust, trying to get clarity. It's like, okay, how do I say this? How do I do this? I don't want to, like, fuck this up or, like, say something wrong, or, you know. So I feel like with that Three of Pentacles is like you exchanging and sharing ideas and trying to get like clarity before saying your piece or breaking the news, you know. All right, let's take a look into the Hierophant. I will change decks for a moment. We got to wrap this up. All right, so the Hierophant. This is obviously something that you see long-term, longevity, more fulfilling. So let's just take a look into the Hierophant. Time of the Hierophant for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Tell me about the Hierophant for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the week ahead. Card flew. Devil reversed. Freeing yourself from some toxicity. You're breaking away from that. Oh, look at here. Knight of Cups reversed. For some, this is about a romantic relationship that you're involved with. Super controlling, super clingy, codependent as fuck. Some of you are going through divorce or some sort of separation here. And look, oh my goodness, I was about to start shuffling again. We have the Ten of Swords at the bottom. Seven of Cups reversed. You've gotten the clarity. Six of Pentacles reversed. The energy has been not reciprocated. There's been an imbalance here. You've gotten clarity here with the Seven of Cups reversed. That this is just, it's over. It's done. All right. Gonna shuffle one last time and see if there's anything else regarding the Hierophant that you need to be aware of. Time with the Hierophant for Aquarius for the week ahead. Any other messages regarding the Hierophant? We have the Hierophant double confirmation, Taurus energy, right? Like I said, I can't write like I said, right? I don't fucking know what I'm saying. Magician coming out, double confirmation. Hierophant for Aquarius. Knight of Swords, double confirmation. Lots of double confirmation in this reading. Wow. Time with the Hierophant for Aquarius. Nine of Pentacles reverse. And one more. Just the last one. And then we're going to wrap up our final thoughts. The Moon. Which we've seen this card a couple times in this reading. Nine of Cups at the bottom, talking about emotional fulfillment, independence, things like that. Yeah, so some of you are you found yourself in like a situation that was very draining, very negative. It was, for some of this was like a relationship. It could have been very toxic, very smothering, very controlling, codependent, just like where you lacked independence. And yeah, it's not it. I see that you're breaking away from this. You're really trusting your intuition here with the Moon. You've gotten the clarity. You've gotten the answers that you know this must be done. And you're just now starting to, or maybe by the end of this week, or, you know, the next 7 days, is probably when you might end up taking this action to leave this behind. Right, I see here with the Magician and the Knight of Swords, Magician coming out twice, Knight of Swords coming out twice. I see that you are really just focused on moving away from this and focus on better things. And yeah. All right, Aquarius. We're gonna leave your reading here. Bit of a interesting reading. Let me know how this resonates with you in the comments below. Greatly would appreciate it. If this reading resonated, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If you want to book a personal reading with me, the information for that's in the description down below. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok, you can find me there at JadeStoneTarot. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.